Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to our second of the year pay-per-review. And this week, we are reviewing Fastlane. Yes, Fastlane. And this is the first time I've ever seen this pay-per-view, heard of this pay-per-view, or even anything about it. So this is my first time experiencing life in the Fastlane. I am AI, and with me is the famous
Mr. SeaWorld.
Mr. SeaWorld. How you doing today, Mr. SeaWorld?
I'm doing okay.
That's awesome.
Hi.
We got a lot to talk about, and the problem with doing these is most of the time we get set behind because there's a pay-per-view on Sunday. Raw happens immediately after on Monday, and we kind of know what happened after this pay-per-view. So we're going to pretend like we don't know what's going on Raw until we do our other show, Raw Review. So we can get started. All in all, Mr. Sewell, what did you think of this pay-per-view?
It was a good, it was good wrestling. That was good. That's the best I can say about it.
Would you have paid a full price for this pay-per-view?
No.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was feeling. It felt like a beefed up Monday Night Raw to me.
Yeah, it was just a normal, it was good wrestling. It just wasn't storyline progressive, or I don't.
Well,
know
usually
how to word
pay-per-views
that.
are like the cap off a rivalry or to kind of maybe start or end a story.
Mhm.
That's usually what they use them for. And I guess they kind of did that.
Yeah, I mean they did it with like a lot of. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, it kind of ends it.
It
Or
just wasn't like, I don't know, fun. You know?
right. So, one of the matches we were both looking forward to, which ended up being pushed to the pre-show, was the first match. I guess we're going to call it the first match. I mean, if you bought the pay-per-view, you would see this match. Kalisto versus Del Rio.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this now. This is like my match of the night. It's the kickoff show,
The kickoff show was the match of the night.
pretty much, for me at least.
Okay. This match, of course, we're just Del Rio was trying to get the U.S. Championship back from Kalisto, and he was saying that it was a fluke that he even won
Both times.
both times. So I mean, he had his motivation. He was angry. Okay, like you said, what was your favorite part of this match?
The double stomp off the barricade.
Okay.
Like,
Yep, that Del Rio did
Yeah.
outside the ring.
Yeah, I set him up on the barricade. And he hit the double stomp, and it looked amazing. Actually hit it both times, and this is like the best he's ever hit it. He's ever done it, honestly. Best that move's ever looked.
Yeah, and yeah, it was a good. They put on a good show, and it was how was this? Best out of 3?
Yeah.
So
2 out of 3 falls.
2 out of 3 falls. Okay. Because I couldn't understand what was going on. Del Rio got disqualified the first round, the first time, with a chair.
Yeah, hit him with a chair. Hit the double stomp. Then he evened out the score. And then, he set up for the double stomp again. Then Kalisto went to look for the Salida del Sol. And he, slingshotted him forward into the corner. And then he rolled him up and he won. It was great. I loved it.
Yeah, and it was quite entertaining, as far as the matches go. As far as wrestling goes, that was super entertaining, and that was the pre-show.
Yeah. That was my favorite match because it was there's a storyline happening. It was good, Someone won, and there was a storyline, and everyone liked it, and no one was mad. Unlike some other matches.
I heard a couple people wondering why they let Kalisto win this and why didn't they let Del Rio win.
Because the storyline's over.
Yeah, so okay. Yeah, are you happy that Kalisto has the belt?
Yes. Del Rio had an interview, right? I was listening to this, and it was like, he was saying he's doing now what Rey Mysterio did for him when he first came to WWE, which was make him look like a legitimate threat.
Was that what do they call it? Was that a shoot or was that a?
It was just an interview. I don't know.
Was it off WWE?
No. I don't know.
Okay. So yeah, that makes sense. That's cool. Now, where does Kalisto go next with this?
Tag teaming with Neville, obviously.
He's Luchador.
Yeah, tag teaming with Neville.
At least triple Luchadors and Neville have been tag teaming lately. He's going to defend the belt. Who's going to defend the belt at WrestleMania? Who are you thinking?
In a tag team match with Neville.
It's just going to be tag team.
There's no one. He's not going to go against anyone. He's just going to be tagging with Neville. That's about it.
Okay. So you have no clue.
Absolutely.
Okay. Then we go on to
the actual kickoff of Fastlane
was a Divas match for crying out loud.
Tag team match.
A tag team Divas match. May I need to say more? And I was like, everybody knows, been watching. I don't care about Divas matches whatsoever, and I still don't.
Why? I've been trying so hard.
It was vaguely interesting, and it's forgettable. So,
I mean, it was a good job of pumping up the crowd. They put it on kickoff of it, for crying out loud.
And that's the problem with this whole pay-per-view.
They had faith in this. If they did, I hate
They had faith, and they were wrong. Okay, now the match after that was Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental Championship. I like this match.
Woohoo!
I think it was a good match, good spots. They put on a good show. I watched it and I was like, yeah, these Kevin Owens and Ziggler, man, they can work a match. Made it entertaining.
Yeah, a lot of people are complaining about like the 50-50 booking that's been going on Raw a lot. And I'm just sitting here like, shut up. I mean,
what do you mean the 50-50 booking?
It's like, oh, we got like Owens just won. Oh, but Ziggler has to win one so he can be a threat. Oh, but Owens wins. Oh, Ziggler looks weak here. You get a win. And I'm just like, no, that's not actually what's happening. Because, like, they're making entertaining way. Like, he's stealing wins. He's not, like, winning. He's stealing them.
When they put on a good show, it doesn't really matter to me who wins necessarily. Because if they both are looking good, I'm fine with that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Ziggler losing this match. He did not look bad. They put on a really good show. If there's one of the matches I would say that Fastlane did good was this one. I mean, and then the pre-show. So
I really hate people sometimes.
Okay, and this is the next match is
like automatically your guy loses, he's buried. There's no need for him anymore. No, that was a mate. No.
No, obviously with the
sometimes.
storylines with we'll get to them with Jericho.
Someone has to
Like
win,
with
and
Jericho and
someone has
AJ,
to
it's just because one of them lost, it doesn't take away anything from them. I think you're saying that people are putting too much weight into a win in the WWE
at all. Any win equals the other guy's buried now.
And it's just not true.
Yeah, it's
okay.
They irritate me. Okay,
Next match.
moving on. Okay, this time I can't agree with people. Like this time.
You can or can't?
Yeah, no, I can.
Okay.
This was stupid. This was absolutely stupid. Titans versus the Wyatts.
Okay, the Titans consist of
Big Show,
Kane.
Ryback.
Kane and Ryback.
Yeah.
And against the Wyatts, which is 4 against 3.
No, it's 3-on-3, and
Well,
Bray Wyatt isn't in
With Bray Wyatt still a threat.
it. Well, yeah, sure.
So
Did he do anything? I'm not sure.
this match, okay, I say this match made as you can tell, this pay-per-view just.
This match was set up to make the Wyatts look good. That's what this was for. And then they lost.
Okay, and it makes no sense
For them
after
to
even
lose.
after we know what happened at Raw the next day. It just makes absolutely no sense.
It didn't make sense at the time.
Why they lost, because aren't they supposed to be the new bad guys?
Yes, it's supposed to be like... Oh my gosh, this match makes me so mad. Okay, so... Yeah, this is completely stupid. How they lost to Big Show, Ryback, and Kane. They lost to them. This was actually, like, seriously just set up perfectly for them to just look good, go on to WrestleMania. And then they didn't. Like, what? Why would they have him or them lose to Big Show, Ryback, and Kane? They're called the Titans now, and apparently that's a team that they just sort of formed one night, and this is their first match to ever appear, and now they're beating the Wyatts.
And the Wyatts are supposed to be going after the big guys of the WWE.
And they're supposed to be looking strong, and then this crap happens? Why?
Okay, and it makes the whole story stupid now.
And yes.
It makes you go back and watch it, and you're like, that was completely dumb.
Like...
If you're thinking of a story to its ending now, which, like we were talking about before, this caps off the end of the Titans Wyatts. That's not happening anymore. That's done. Correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So to have them lose to these guys, I'm going to say the best person that looked, I mean, the only thing that okay, let me get my thoughts together. The person that looked the best out of this whole situation was Ryback, because Ryback ruled. He just destroyed these guys, and he actually looked really, really well. Maybe because of what happens on Raw, that was the whole point of it. Because he looked good in this match. Because he just... How many times did he pick that dude up?
Luke Harper?
Yeah, and just slammed him. I was like, he just, by himself, destroyed the Wyatts. Which leads me to think, why the heck hasn't he been doing that before?
Because the Wyatts they didn't deserve this. They don't deserve this. They've lost so much, and then they're put up against a thrown-together team.
Okay, now does
at
this...
a pay-per-view. It was obviously set up for them to look good, and then they just didn't look. And then Ryback. This ended up being a push for Ryback. That's what this was.
Yeah,
this
that's what
whole
I'm saying.
storyline that was set up for the Wyatts. They were looking awesome throughout the whole thing, and then Ryback comes and is like, "Nope, this is my push, not yours."
Okay, all right. Okay, think about that. That took 6 guys to push Ryback. Think about that.
Is that good or bad? I'm not sure.
You tell me. If it takes 6 guys to get Ryback over, all of the Wyatts, plus outshining the Big Show and Kane, which are veterans, the new guy here on the block here is Ryback, that just can't seem to get a break. And I'm going to say this. He looked more like Goldberg. I mean, they've been trying to get him to not look like Goldberg. He looked like more like Goldberg now.
I don't like this, but
I'm just going to say this. What happens next on Raw? Ryback walks off on these guys.
Yeah.
That's what
and
happens.
He's like, I'm going to be a singles.
Spoil that bit right there. So it absolutely makes no sense, this whole storyline.
Like, sure, Ryback looks good, but the Wyatts look like crap.
And so does Big Show and Kane.
And then it takes Ryback walking off for them to win.
Yeah, on Raw, and we will talk more about that.
Like, it doesn't affect the match, but you know in your head, you're like, oh, Ryback just walked off. That's the reason they're going to win.
And were they fighting?
Kane and the Titans.
Who was they fighting? They were fighting them again Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they did.
And then they're like, oh, we're going to fix it now, guys. We're going to fix it. But then Ryback's push now. This is for Ryback.
Okay. Now I pieced it together. So when Ryback's with the Titans, they were able to beat the Wyatts, and once he walked off, they couldn't.
Which, yeah, I mean, Ryback looks good.
So this is a push for Ryback. Okay.
I hate it.
And
Ryback doesn't deserve
at the
this.
expense of the Wyatts.
It was a horrible expense.
And the thing is, the Wyatts are supposed to be the guys running rimshot on everybody and taking over WWE. So, I understand the frustration on that one. So, we will move on.
They should have won. You could have had them win, then had the same thing happen on Raw.
Okay. Remember, on Raw, here's another idiotic decision. Okay, I'm going to talk about a Divas match. Be shocked. This is the one that was... Remember I said this actually wasn't a Divas match. This was...
Ric Flair versus Daniel Bryan?
By proxy, it was Daniel Bryan versus Woo.
Daniel Bryan versus Ric Flair for the Divas Championship. That's what this was.
That is what it was. And
is it
with
just
all the
me, or
momentum,
do I actually want to see this now?
With all the
it did.
With all the momentum of Daniel Bryan retiring, she's wearing the kick pads of Daniel that he had at WrestleMania. They just let her lose. I was like, what? Okay, you have a moment to make people care a Divas match, and to get the crowd over, and no, they said no. They could have even brought Daniel Bryan out. They could have even just have him come out
and just hang out with Brie.
Yeah,
you know what
and be in her corner like Ric Flair. I know there's rumors that Daniel Bryan's going to be doing something in the WWE with SmackDown. It just recently came out. But if he wasn't doing that, I think he should be just doing exactly what Ric Flair is for Brie.
Yeah, but I mean,
he is so over it. If they want people to care about the Divas match, which I don't, that would help.
You know, but think about it though. The only way they've managed to put Brie over is by using Daniel Bryan and Nikki.
But yeah, so whatever works.
Yeah, but like,
there's only like 6 divas anyway.
It's funny how that. It's funny how you're actually right for once.
I mean, somebody's got to be over and somebody's got to be not. They got.
There is, you know, there actually is someone that's over right now, and it's named Sasha Banks. Anyways, so yeah, this actually kind of works. It puts heat on Charlotte.
Oh, she's definitely got the heat.
Yep. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I like the part where it's like she switched the holds to get rid of Rick. That was fun. Then she like broke it. She fell out and I don't really have any bad feelings about this match. It was just kind of there. It's like, yeah,
it was okay, and the fact that they had something to build on and didn't do it, okay, gets the heat on. What's her name? Charlotte.
Then they're gonna have an awesome WrestleMania match.
Ric Flair's daughter. That's what they call her.
Out comes Ric Flair and his daughter.
That's what the title says.
Comes on a Raw, Ric Flair and his daughter, being accompanied by his daughter, Ric Flair.
That seems to have the belt for some reason.
Also, she's a champion. Okay.
And okay, I'm gonna say this is a good match coming up.
If there was anything good to happen at Fastlane, it was probably this.
AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. I've seen the first one. It was good. Second one, I caught a bit of it, and so this. Okay, so they were each won.
Yep.
And they had this match, which, you know, what they call these a rubber match. They just kind of go back and forth. They keep calling it a rubber match.
I have no idea what that means.
It's kind of like one for one. They're just trying to figure out who's going to be the best. They put on a decent match again. I kind of getting sick of it.
But
and
it's a good thing it's over then.
Yeah, and this is one of those things that kind of got
Like,
capped off.
This perfect. This was like the best feud at Fastlane. It
Okay,
just
yeah,
worked
I'll give you that.
completely.
It worked.
Capped off. It was good.
People liked it. People were getting behind both of them.
I think it would have been kind of like the fact that like the 50-50 booking. It wasn't exactly that because like sure Chris Jericho won a match, but then I was just like I don't care. I mean like good. He has something going into this that doesn't make him look like oh he can't freaking win.
Right.
Like I mean, and it was a win at SmackDown too, so it's like yeah he got to win. See that guys? He got to win that one time.
Okay, I want to stop saying SmackDown as a second-rate product after watching it. They are getting really close to a good wrestling product on SmackDown. It doesn't seem... They're bringing it up. USA is doing a really good job. I don't know if USA has any kind of say in this, but telling them, you guys better put on a better show than you have. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but for some reason... The show seems to be better on USA. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. I think it's mainly. Just move it to Friday, guys. There's no reason for it to be on Thursday. I don't see. I mean, it costs more money, but it's run by Vince McMahon, so.
Right, and they'll get the ratings.
Yeah.
They'll probably get more kids watching.
Yeah,
because it's Friday.
Yes, Friday. Why? Who turns on the TV on Thursday?
We did.
Yeah.
We're actually taping this on a Thursday, but.
Woohoo.
So, they did a lot of moves, a lot of kickouts. Everybody had great spots.
It was fun. I mean,
it was a entertaining. It's not really much to say about it.
Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of these matches. They're not really
got a lot of good reverses.
A lot of good moves. There was. I mean, it was a fun match. It was a good match. It was the best match at Fastlane. Like, yeah. This was the best match at Fastlane.
You didn't really care who won.
Kickoff. AJ had to win.
Yeah, but you didn't care. To be honest, I mean, they both won one if one of them beat the other, and of course they're gonna put over AJ right now.
Of course they are. That's what Jericho does now. He just puts people over.
But he does it in a good way.
Yeah. He goes in. Like, it's not like Big Show putting people over where it's like, oh, you were going to have a match. Oh, you beat me. But it's like, yeah, we're going to be in a storyline, and then you're going to win it. Like, he's not going to win in a storyline. That would be dumb. Because he's Jericho. He doesn't need it.
Yeah, he doesn't need to.
But other people do.
And then we go, after a break,
to
the final match of the night. And then we come... I misspoke. We didn't come to the final match. It was the second to the final match. Before that, we have a segment for Edge and Christian.
The Cutting Edge Peep Show with the New Day.
And, of course, you got the New Day, and you got Edge and Christian, and you got Gold.
Pretty much. Except that, really.
I like the fact that they got Edge and Christian liking them. To be honest.
I mean, sure. I mean, it was funny. Obviously, that's blatant truth.
It's what you do.
if you're the New Day and Edge and Christian in the same ring, you're entertaining. It's what you do.
It's perfect.
Yeah, the Edge and Christian parts were, and then they started talking about the League of Nations. So
Booty.
League
of Booty.
Yeah. So then the League of Nations came out and they're like, we're the League of Nations. I'm Seamus, I'm Barry, and I'm saying stuff for once. Rusev, Russian noises.
That was a good impression.
Thank you.
I felt like I was actually at the pay-per-view.
I know. I mean, I'm a professional, obviously. But, yeah. So, see, the problem here is that the League of Nations came out because a lot of people don't like them. But, they're good. They're alright. I don't mind them. And
I like Christian's line, let's talk about history faster than Kofi drops his fake Jamaican accent. and I remember when that happened, it was actually DX that pointed it out. They're in the middle of talking and they're like, wait. Aren't you supposed to be Jamaican?
Hey, yeah. That was good.
I was like, that was a good line there.
But, yeah, the problem here, yeah, it wasn't Enzo and Cass. That's the problem here.
I don't know what that means.
Hold on. Entertain them.
No, let's not. Hold on.
What?
We have a show to do.
But, okay, fine.
Just explain yourself.
Enzo and Cass, they from NXT, they were backstage a lot in a lot of the Raws and stuff, and it was pretty much decided by the community of wrestling that they were going to come out and interrupt them at Fastlane, which would have been amazing.
Who decided?
The internet.
The internet doesn't know anything, if you haven't noticed.
No, but it was set. It looked amazing that's going to happen. It was like rumors were everywhere, and that was like the best choice they could have made.
Except you had Edge and Christian and the New Day.
Yes, and then you have like the two most over tag team in NXT come out, and not the League of Nations.
Yeah, but they needed somebody to boo and make fun of, and
which would be the New Day because they're heels.
You really think so?
Yes.
I don't think so.
No, they're bad guys. Like, they're funny, but they're bad guys.
And nobody thinks they're bad guys.
No, they're bad.
Nobody thinks they're bad guys.
Dad,
nobody's
stop.
delusional.
Dad,
New Day rocks.
They're the heels here.
They get. You know what? Okay, this is the problem with the crowd. I want to complain about the crowd for a second here. They have no idea what they like because they cheer for everything. The bad guy, the good guy. They just cannot figure out. And it's kind of funny because the WWE, all the guys in the back actually gear what they want to do in the direction of the show by the reaction of the crowd. And the crowd's so mixed up that they have no idea where they're going. Kind of like WWE. They have no idea where they're going. They had Fastlane in Cleveland and Monday Night Raw in Detroit.
That's Enzo and Cass.
Okay, never heard of them.
They're in NXT and them. Yes, you do. I played you as them on WWE 2K.
Which you are watching right now, by the way.
Yeah, but like they didn't come out, and it's like, why? Why wouldn't you have them debut there?
Did you just understand what I just said?
No, I wasn't listening.
I said they're mixed up.
Oh,
WWE's mixed up. They had Fastlane in Cleveland and Monday Night Raw in Detroit the next day.
Is this a bad thing?
What is Detroit known for?
I don't know. Cars.
Duh.
Wait. Fast. Oh.
Why would you have Fastlane in Cleveland when the next night you're gonna be in Detroit? Why wouldn't you switch those two?
I don't know.
But it worked out for the better because Raw was awesome.
That wasn't a problem. It's just kind of, hey, why don't you?
It doesn't make sense not to have it in Detroit. And then maybe Cleveland would be Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, but okay, back to Enzo and Cass because that's the only thing I care about.
So the problem with this segment right here, that was awesome, by the way, is that some guys that nobody knows yet,
Ton of people know of them.
ton of people who have the WWE
You don't
network.
know about them.
The people who don't have WWE network don't know about them. If
So
you don't have NXT, you don't have it either.
I watch Hulu.
But anyway, the problem you have is some other tag team didn't come out.
Correct.
Okay.
Which would have been an awesome debut. This
No.
would have been the perfect place for them to debut.
No.
Yes.
I don't buy it. Don't care.
Yes, you
don't
do.
buy it.
Yes, you
Don't
do.
know who you are.
Yes, you do. You care.
I don't.
It would have been amazing.
It would have been stupid to have New Day make fun of somebody they wanted to get over.
Why would that have been stupid for a heel to make fun of someone?
It would be stupid to have Edge, Christian, and New Day. Because the whole point was Edge and Christian started to like the New Day.
And
That was funny.
yes, you could have had that, and then you could have had Enzo
And then
Cass.
have Enzo and Cash come out for what?
Like
To do what?
to freaking cut a promo on them.
Hmm.
Like, yeah,
Nah,
they were
maybe in the
talk-
future.
You know what?
it'll happen.
It was even set up perfectly.
Who
They were
even
like,
said that was going to happen?
no one? Like, no one had it officially
culture?
said. No, but
Okay.
yes, they
How
were.
I should have booked?
Yeah, they were like, yeah, these guys should come out. Everyone was like dead set. Like Enzo and Cass should debut here. It will be amazing.
Okay,
But then
maybe
they
that would have helped the. But
didn't.
this is probably one of the better segments of the whole freaking.
Oh
fast-
yeah. Now that What Culture says it, now you're all on board.
No,
I
I'm not.
see
No,
how
I'm
it is.
not. I'm not on board. I don't think it was a good idea because this segment was already good.
S-A-W.
Okay, forget about. Get that
F-
out of your head. What did you
T.
think of this segment?
Eh.
Eh. Well, then it went into.
I mean, it was funny, but then the League of Nations came out. I was like,
And then was
Ah,
that
hi.
a match?
No.
After that?
no,
They just came out.
yeah.
Okay.
Then they made it rain on on BE, so that was fun.
Oh yeah, they had money. Somebody's throwing money at them.
That was Edge.
Was that? I thought the crowd did that.
Nope.
Someone was like,
Edge.
it's like, oh, when they were dancing,
Yep.
you threw money out. That was good. See, that part was funny. That you
Yes,
had to-
and it was funny, and it was great. That's not what I'm complaining about. What
Okay,
I'm complaining
you're-
about is that this would have been perfect. This would have been perfect for them to. They even set it up. They were like, "Oh, we're better than everyone. No one can beat us. We've beaten everyone." Blah blah blah. Oh, Enzo and Cass are here. What? We haven't beaten them.
Okay.
Yes.
I see. This is the problem when you read the internet and you get your hopes up, and you don't just enjoy the show. You end up like Mr. SeaWorld, dazed and confused,
no, that's not the. It just.
and mad at
wasn't-
the world.
It just wasn't.
I love you,
It would have
internet.
been good.
You're so beautiful.
No, I argue with the internet a lot. I hate a lot of the internet, but I'm just like, yeah, that would have been a good idea for them to debut.
Okay,
Like,
so it would have
people
gone.
need
They didn't happen. It didn't happen.
NXT guys need to come up eventually, and this would have been the perfect time because they've been in there for years and they're like the most over people there.
NXT hasn't been around for years. I think this is like the first, maybe second.
No, they've been around for like 3 years.
NXT hasn't been around. that
No,
long.
it's been around for a while now.
No, it was.
It's been around for
it
a
was
while.
a special after Raw.
No, it's been around for
No.
like when
No.
NXT stopped being a game show. It was around for a while. They were close to some of the first people. I don't know. I'm not actually.
I'm just saying NXT hasn't been around that long.
But they've been around for a while, and they like Enzo and Cass have been around there.
Okay, I'll give you that, but
And
maybe for a year.
They've been around longer than pretty much anyone in there.
It's still brand new.
The
all I'm saying.
the Shield was in there, Dad.
Okay.
That's how you need to think of this.
Okay.
All of them.
Okay. And then we get to the final match. No.
No,
R-Truth versus Kurt Axel.
Curtis.
Curtis Axel.
Yes.
It's gonna be Kurt. I don't say this.
Yes, you do.
No,
That's not his name though.
Kurt Axel isn't his name.
Don't disrespect the son of Mr. Perfect.
Mr. Perfect wasn't. He He was Kurt Hennig.
Yeah, that's probably what his name based his name off of.
So Kurt. Okay.
Curtis.
So can't call him. That is not his name. Anyway.
His name is Curtis.
So Curtis won because Goldust messed up the match.
Yeah. Okay, moving on.
Okay, just one thing. I'm loving the R-Truth Goldust idea. Just loving it. Loving what they're doing with it. It's entertaining, and I think it's awesome.
Yes.
If anything they're doing right is that. And when it finally comes together, it's going to be a beautiful thing. That the relationship is confused, and Goldust is going to be his tag team partner, and if R-Truth likes it or not, and it's going to be that dynamic is hilarious.
It's going to happen. We all know it.
And it's hilarious. It's becoming hilarious. And I think it's great that they're using Goldust, who, if you don't know, has been around almost as long as The Undertaker. To give you an idea how freaking old that guy is.
He was in my he was in the W2K16 DLC as a character you can unlock as in a Hall of Fame match. Like it was a Hall of Fame. It was someone else. I forget. Larry Zabiskie.
Yeah.
And he thought you could fight him or like fight as him, and he was around then.
Yeah, he was.
He was fighting with like Ricky Steamboat.
I was a teenager in junior high when Goldust came out. And you are in high school, and he's still wrestling.
It's amazing.
That's how old these guys are.
And he still wrestles good.
And then he does. And Curtis Axel won that match. Your guys, Social Outcasts. You still liking them? Still digging them?
Like a bundle gun.
They got a couple wins, a couple losses.
Yeah, I'm not. Well.
Like I said,
like
that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. But it's funny when they do the victory lap.
I mean, I'm
liking the victory lap.
I also like how they all had their own like thing. Like Bo was doing his like thumb thing, and Heath was doing his rock and roll thing, and Adam's just like, woo!
And they're all like organized chaos.
Yes. But you know what? The one thing I don't like about Social Outcasts is that they're not doing anything. Like
they are doing something.
They're cool, but
they had a match at a pay-per-view.
True.
That's hard.
But it was like a surprise match.
But they did. They had a match.
Yeah, but they're not like in a storyline. It's like what? I mean, I like them. Don't get me wrong, but like they're just not.
Well, neither is New Day, and look how entertained they are. I'll just give you that.
True, but they're the tag team champions, of course. Like.
Right.
And
so you think they need some metal?
Yeah, they need something. They need something to do.
Need some jewelry. Okay.
Like not even like belts. I mean, just something to do.
They need somebody to. Okay. I get you. Yeah, they need to figure out what to do with them because if they mess that up, it's gonna be shame.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people that just need something to do, honestly.
All right, now here we go. The final. Woo! Here we go. Main event. Built up.
Mm-hmm.
Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns. Brock Lesnar. My pick. Roman Reigns all the way. Your pick.
Dean Ambrose.
And neither of us picked Brock
because he was going to lose. Like I had no hope for Brock.
So
there's no way Brock. He's gonna be there, and he's gonna be there to intimidate Brock or Roman and Dean.
So I think we both agreed. Brock pretty much jobbed for these two.
Yep.
He's a jobber now.
Yep. Brock Lesnar, the jobber. He's my favorite.
Yep. So anytime you see Brock, he's gonna lose.
Correct. He's just gonna put over like.
I say that jokingly, but it might actually be true with what they're doing with him.
Why do you look so distressed?
I just think it's funny that I can kind of joke about that and say, oh, because how we ever got to the discussion of Brock Lesnar being a jobber was like anytime anybody loses now, the internet thinks they're a jobber, and I'm like, that's like saying Brock Lesnar's a jobber. So
I think like
but it's kind of true.
yeah.
He's putting those two over.
Just Ed? What?
He just put those two over.
Good.
And for some reason,
Did you really want Brock to win and go to WrestleMania against?
after I saw SmackDown with those two going at it, I said, you know what? I wouldn't be mad to see that match.
I would.
WrestleMania. I wouldn't.
I would be very mad.
I wouldn't be mad.
But because Brock doesn't need that. Brock
He didn't need to break the. He didn't deserve or need to break the Undertaker streak.
Brock doesn't deserve anything.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's mute. But I wouldn't have been mad to see that match. And if
But
Brock
did you want-
destroyed Triple H, I would be happy with that. I think he would. I think that the way the crowd is right now, which is utterly confusing to figure out why they hate and like something, they would definitely have something to hate and have something to like, because every person in this triple threat got a pop. They liked them all.
Except for Roman.
No, even Roman. Roman has his followers. Dean's got his followers. And Brock. And like you said, they...
No. Roman's got his followers. Brock, he looks intimidating, so
people cheer him.
People are like, "Oh, hey, it's Brock Lesnar! Yay, he can do some.
He's special and he's big and he's from
Yay.
UFC."
And then Dean Ambrose just has the crowd.
Right? Yeah.
Roman has his followers. Brock has like people respecting him, and then Dean has the crowd.
Right.
That's how it is. That's how it is. Dean has everyone. Reigns has his followers, and Brock has respect.
Okay. So, I don't understand. I knew this was going to happen. Everybody knew this was going to happen. It was just written on the wall. We'll just get it out of the way. Roman Reigns wins this match.
Ugh.
And I seen it. I'm like, he's going to win it. There's no reason why he's not. And you were like, they're pushing Ambrose.
They were.
And that was a distraction. I knew it was a distraction. I could tell it was a distraction.
Why would they do that?
And this is another.
Why would they be trying to put Ambrose over when you have Roman right there, who obviously needed to look good? Like they wanted people to cheer him in this match, but instead they make Ambrose look like the huge babyface and the most over person in the world. He's seriously the most over person in WWE right now.
Ambrose?
Yes.
Yeah, and I get that. But
why wouldn't they want Reigns to do that? Why wouldn't they try harder with Reigns instead of trying harder with Dean?
Because they wanted to distract you, because not everybody likes Roman.
That's stupid.
Which I don't know why.
If they're pushing Dean, why not have Dean win?
It's a distraction.
Why would
That's
they
all
want-
I'm saying. They do it as a distraction.
Why? That just makes people mad.
Because they want to get some heat off of Roman.
Heat off of Roman?
Yeah, because every time he comes out and stuff, he's starting to get the boos like Cena. I don't understand the whole hating Roman. I love Cena. I don't understand the hate on Cena. I don't understand the hate on Roman. It doesn't make any sense. It's just these old guys in the crowd who are, the kids are cheering. The old guys have no life.
Yeah, but now even the kids are kind of
No,
against Roman.
no, there's no kids against Roman.
Sure there is.
That's because their dad yells at them and says, "You."
Dad, you... Oh,
Kids normally root for the good guy.
yes, and Dean was a good guy, and he was the most over good guy there was. Dean was straight up just the guy that they had pushed. They pushed him to the freaking moon and had him lose.
They're going brother against his brother versus Beast. And the whole thing that I think was forced about this whole thing, besides the match, is that those two are going to be mad at each other and their friendship's going to change. Bull crap. I call bull crap on that whole thing, because they fought in pay-per-views before against each other, and they managed to to say that's how they are. They fight. They're fighters. They don't care. Sometimes they gotta fight each other. Big deal. They don't take it personal. Nothing they do takes personal. If they make it so they're fighting now, that is so fake and unbelievable that they would do that, because they kept on, the announcers were saying it, this is going to ruin their friendship. I'm like, it didn't ruin their friendship before. I forget where they fought before. And
Survivor Series.
Yeah, and Dean Ambrose put Dirty Deeds on well, this is when they were the Shield, I think, still. And he put it on Roman Reigns. And he was like, the next day, he's like, I understand, Dirty Deeds. It happens, right? Yep. When we get the, what was it?
Survivor Series.
Survivor Series. It's going down. And it was it. And it was like, okay. But they're acting like they're going to be fighting again. They're going to be friends. They're always going to be friends. If they're really, I mean, I don't know if they're really, really friends. They might hate each other's guts and just put on a good show. But as far as the character-wise, that isn't this match is not going to break that friendship up. I'm sorry. That, and what they did, and it proved my fact that they did exactly what they needed to do and put Brock Lesnar through 2 announcer tables. Why they didn't go for 3, it was disappointing.
Yes.
I
think the Spanish
the Spanish announce table did it was great.
No, I think the Spanish announce table survived.
Did it?
I think it might have. I think the French one got destroyed.
Jeez. They don't even know how to do that right. Dang it, WWE. You gotta do the
Spanish announce table, Soul Survivor. Spanish announce table wins the Royal Rumble.
We should do have like Spanish announce paper and put like RIP.
just no. Take the WWE logo off of it and just put RIP every time it's there.
we barely knew ye.
But yeah, they actually
have somebody's got to do the Spanish announce. A Twitter account of the Spanish announce table.
Let's do it.
And have it say like random things. Like, oh man, we got to do that. Spanish announce table. Have a Twitter account for Spanish announce table.
This poor thing.
Hola. What's goodbye?
I
don't even know Spanish, but
I forgot.
Ask Peyton. He knows. My son knows. We'll figure that out. But so they both of them put Brock through 2.
Adios.
Why don't? Yeah. I feel stupid now.
They buried Brock, by the way. Brock got buried in this match.
Yeah, they piled the table parts on top of him.
No, I mean he got buried.
Yeah, he got buried. He definitely got buried. Put him through 2 announce tables.
It was a joke.
Then they went at each other.
Okay.
Then Ambrose and Dean went at each other, which everybody wanted to see. And they were like, all right, let's do this. All right. And boom. It's like I said, it's not going to break up this friendship. And then, okay, anybody who's hating on Dean, or not Dean, Roman, at the end, how this match ends is Brock gets Roman Reigns and Cripple lock, which pretty much has his arm
like bent,
like backwards or something, and he picks him up. Okay, if you can't get props for what he did, that was impressive. He picked up Brock while he was in a submission hold.
Yeah.
And that was impressive.
So
he's standing there with Brock, latched onto his arm, and then Dean comes in with a chair and smashes the crap out of him.
And then he hits Roman a few times.
And so then everyone's like, Dean's going to win.
And then Roman no-sells the chair shots.
And then I forget how this ends.
Roman no-sells the chair shots. It spears him.
Yeah. And because Brock's out now, it spears him. Cover, win.
Why were they pushing Dean so much for this match?
Because he's a lunatic.
And if you want Roman to be the guy that they're cheering for, why would you push Dean?
I'm telling you, it was a distraction.
Why would they want to distract you? Why
it-
would they distract you from a pay-per-view match where he got booed out of the stadium?
Who did?
Roman. Did
He
you not
didn't get-
hear the flurry of boos? That
No,
came?
it was mixed.
No. You heard when it hit
It was
3, you heard the cheers, and then people were like, "Wait, Roman just won." It was boos. Everywhere was boos.
Yeah, and explain
you-
that to me. Why is there booze? This is new to me.
Because he's getting shoved down people's throats. That's why.
I don't feel like he's being shoved.
That's because you weren't there.
Okay, yeah, I understand that. I wasn't there. I'm new, and I'm not seeing it.
He was a lot. Like, he won the Royal Rumble once, and he got pushed to the moon, and I wasn't there either, but I saw a bunch of this, and I was like, I like Roman. I do. I personally like him.
I love the Shield. I'm a big fan of the Shield.
Everyone loves the Shield. Like, if there's anything people can agree on, it's that the Shield was awesome, and everyone in it was awesome.
Right.
And then they got
Did you know that was
split up, and then people
CM Punk's idea?
Yeah.
Except for
Roman.
Except for Roman. So
Yeah.
maybe that's why. Maybe it's a bunch of CM Punk haters.
No, that's not why.
But anyway, we're gonna wrap this up.
We are?
Yeah,
Because I was still
We got 3 minutes.
explaining things.
So a lot of it's got pushed on people. So I got it. So
And
that
he-
was, that was it. It was.
you
I
don't
thought it
seem
was a
to
good match.
get that it was stupid that Dean. I'm sorry. I know we're trying to wrap up, but you just are not listening. It is
I
annoying.
heard you.
Dean got pushed too much, and
I knew it was a distraction all along. That's why I knew.
why?
That.
Why would they try to distract you if they want Reigns?
I'm telling you, just take the heat off.
that just puts heat on.
Yeah, I know they wanted the heat off of him up to Fastlane. They didn't want people booing him every time up to Fastlane, so they distracted. It did too because they weren't booing; they were cheering
No, they weren't.
Ambrose.
Yes, and why? Yes, they were cheering Ambrose. Why would they want that?
Because they got other plans.
But
Anyway,
why would they cheer?
and Mr. SeaWorld has blown a gasket. He's got to pull over and make a pit stop because this Fastlane has literally destroyed his engine.
Crashed and burned.
So he crashed and burned. So Fastlane was okay. We both agree it was okay. Some of the best matches were in the beginning where it wasn't even in the show. I give this a C+. I give this a C+ for a pay-per-view. I would not pay full price, like if you had to buy it in a cable company. Would not have done that. So that's our thoughts. Leave it. Again, we are gamerfridge.com, gamerfridge on YouTube, and this we will do once every month. We will do a Raw review. We have a show called Raw Review, but we do pay-per-view review. Mr. SeaWorld came up with that tongue twister. So we hope you enjoy this. We will see you next time. Leave your comments in the section. Who you think's right? You think Mr. SeaWorld has a point? Is he flipping out over nothing? We will see you next time. I am AI.
I missed the SeaWorld.
Mr. SeaWorld over there pouting. And we'll see you guys next time.